specifically chose this because a lot of people have a problem with being the hero that everybody bows to, right? Because everybody wants the spotlight, everybody wants to be selfish and have it, without anybody knowing that he wants that. Does it make sense? And so by saying that a hero is no braver than an ordinary man, then we give any person reason to be a hero and to say that I'm a hero, and to say, but don't worry, I removed that. I'm an ordinary man, I'm just your everyday guy. Okay. We're almost done is what you have to do. بس انه إذا محشورة كتير.
لا, it's 5 minutes.
في حمام.
I have kids. I have to put them to bed. If it's 5-10 minutes, I'll stay. If it's
No, we're not. This is the last thing. Yeah. So it's just an exercise that sums up everything, and so you can see how all of this could actually fit into a cohesive whole. Okay. So a hero is no braver than an ordinary man, but he is brave 5 minutes longer. What this does is it actually removes all of the big challenge of changing your lifestyle and being a hero and all this, which might seem intimidating, right? All we're telling them is just do it for 5 minutes in a way. And that's also the roller coaster effect throughout all of this. And that's why when I put the slide with all these words, you started reading and you kept on reading although you could barely see. Okay? And now I say Ralph Waldo Emerson. Very few people know who that is. Also, he's infamous in the lifestyle arena. And so we define him to even increase credibility. We say that he's the foremost authority on leading an ideal lifestyle. And so he knows what it takes and how it is to lead an ideal lifestyle. And he's on our side. He's part of our team in a way. So it creates credibility, and it's a testimonial as well by a third party who we've never met, and he's dead anyways. So ما كنا فينا نقنعه طيب يكتبوا لنا إياها. Okay? And this covers basically the why we're doing. This is our dream. This is our vision. Okay? And then what is Vida? Vida is a community of people like you. So there's the community part. That's belonging. People like you means that you don't have to be heroes to be part of it. You could be everyday people turned heroes, which we'll get to later on. People that accept you just the way you are. Okay? And this is, if we go back, I'm sure there's acceptance somewhere. Did you find it?
First one, acceptance of facts.
Acceptance of?
Respect by others.
Right. Okay? So it's very important for you when you want to be part of something to be accepted the way you are. Right? I can't come and tell you, come be part of our community, but you have to dye your hair and you have to change your nails and you have to wear long pants, and right? I mean, that's not you belonging anymore. That's us wiping you clean and starting all over again. Okay, so people that accept you just the way you are, people that support you in achieving your full potential. Okay, so you're achieving your full potential. Safety at your own pace. So there's safety there, and there's you being in charge, because it creates even more safety, so that's at your own pace. Okay? Be stimulated into action. Okay? There's stimulated again, and there's action, so we're not just talking, we're actually doing it. And all of this is in the present tense because it's happening, and you don't want to miss out. Okay? Stimulate others and be loved for it, and we all want to be loved. We know that becoming an everyday hero isn't easy, and that's what Rita mentioned. So that's the problem. Okay? We're saying it isn't easy. And also we want to make it a small challenge, because if it's not a challenge, then you wouldn't feel challenged to actually do it and go through it, right? But it sure is a lot easier with a motivating community all around you. So it's extremely hard, but it's easier if you're part of the community. Okay? So there's the motivation aspect, there's the community that's being surrounded. And the first step is even easier, and this links back to 5 minutes. So yes, this is a big statement. Yes, this is a lot of work. Yes, this might take a lot of time. But the first step is simple. It takes 5 minutes. And there's because. And now if we notice, the reason after because has nothing to do with basically specifically why the first step is easy. But just putting the word there convinces people more. And the first step is even easier because you get to take one of these two paths that's best for you. And now we empower also the reader because now he's in control. And when you feel in control, you feel safe in a way. Okay? And basically what we've done is we gave him two options. Okay? Now these options were very calculated based on the away from pain rule. Okay? Usually when I present two options, they're not really two options.
Compatible.
They're there for comparison.
Yeah, one is like a strong, painful thing, and one.
The other one is easier. So you could either go. You could take the Vita pledge. Read this. I pledge to introduce a small habit into my life that creates a better lifestyle for myself and inspires those around me to do the same. I pledge to share this small habit with my Vida Facebook community so that they can stimulate me into making it happen. Okay? It's a very powerful pledge. It's scary in a way, right? It's a lot of promises. And so this is more painful than this. All you have to do here is click the like button. Okay? Join the Vida Facebook community. You can take the pledge later. We all love procrastination. It feels better. Now just join the community, click the like button below, then visit the Facebook community, and then be an everyday hero. Okay? And there's also a reason why this comes before this. Because when you read this, okay, and you feel that it's simple and not that hard and all this, and then you read something harder, then that seems much easier. You might even stop reading the pledge and just click. So all of this is for people just to click the Facebook button. The funny thing that happened is that it seemed that the text works so much that actually like 40% of the people were taking the pledge. So it's still, so more people were liking, but a lot of people were still taking the pledge and signing up.
Without even knowing what your activities and
Yeah, they had no idea. They just went there, they pledged, and they started
40% of everyone who accessed the site actually took the pledge.
No, 40% of those were corrected.
Who liked the
page.
So yeah, so they either took the pledge or liked the page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The actual conversion rate was between 35 and 40%, which is huge for landing pages. Usually the industry maximum is 20%. This is if you get everything right. So to have between 35 and 40% conversion rate is huge. Okay, and then we have, of course, the community. We show everyone that they're actually taking pledges, that there's something happening, that these people are changing their lives. And basically this is, it might just look like a few paragraphs and a few words, but this is a lot of work. This is like full days work without eating or drinking or going to the bathroom or all this, because we were on a very tight deadline. We had to have it up before Arab Net. And so finally, I'll just come back to this. And this can, in a way, sum up a lot of things that we've been talking about. The eyes trump the ears, so you're reading and not listening. Okay? So George Orwell figured it out way longer than all of us. And then Seth Godin put them into modern day English. Okay, so you don't need cliches. Okay? And part of using cliches is trying to be like smart and sophisticated, and then you fail a lot of the time. So just say it as it is. Avoid long words and long sentences and long paragraphs. If it's possible to cut a word out, cut it out. Okay? on a Orwell, Kincaid, if it is at all possible to cut a word out, cut it. So what Seth Godin is shakhatlu at all. Write it in the now. You know, now you all understand why. When in doubt, say it clearly. And what Seth recommends is that tape yourself saying it as if there's a person in front of you, and then just write it down. Better to be interested than to follow these rules. So break them once you understand the reasoning behind them. And in a way that's a sandwich, because that's what I put up at first. Except that you wouldn't really have understood the reasoning behind all of these until now. Now they seem simple and easy, I suppose. Right? And that's it. Writing from social media!